fascinating because there was obviously some of these European leaders that, they were a little uptight about it. It stressed them out just a little bit.
A little bit.
But you talked about the greatest threats in Europe.
Yeah. So look, the greatest threat in Europe, and I'd say it was the greatest threat in the United States until about 30 days ago, is that you've had the leaders of the West decide that they should send millions and millions of unvetted foreign migrants into their countries. That is the biggest threat to Europe. And frankly, it remains, by the way, the biggest threat to the United States because, yes, we've got 4 years of President Trump's leadership, but I guarantee you, if the Democrats ever get power again, they're going to try to do it again. We cannot rebuild Western civilization. We cannot rebuild the United States of America or Europe by letting millions and millions of unvetted illegal migrants come into our country. It has to stop.
JD Vance is no stranger to high-stakes political debates, and his upcoming meeting with UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has sparked intense speculation. As a powerful orator known for his direct and uncompromising stance, Vance is expected to challenge Starmer on some of the most pressing political issues of our time, especially free speech and national sovereignty. Will he dismantle Starmer's policies? Will this conversation reshape the future of UK-US relations? Stay with us as we analyze what to expect from this high-profile meeting, uncovering the key themes and explosive moments that could define the discourse. But before we dive deep, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more insightful political analysis.
Thank God it stopped here, but it's got to stop there. And a related issue, Mercedes, is you can't just stop it. You have to allow European peoples, and of course the American people too, to raise issues about it.
Right.
You have to allow free speech to debate this stuff. You have to stop doing things to the populations of the world. You've got to give the populations of the world the opportunity to speak up and say, no more of this BS. We want borders. We want sovereignty. We want to be able to speak our own mind in our own country. And I guarantee you, if we don't allow free speech, and of course, the Biden administration, I made this point, Mercedes, the Biden administration did more to destroy free speech, not just in the United States, but also in Europe, than any administration in American history. I'm not even blaming the Europeans. I'm actually saying you follow the lead of Joe Biden into censorship and mass migration. Follow the lead of Donald J. Trump, and that's free speech, borders, and sovereignty. That is the future for our shared civilization.
The patience surrounding this event is palpable, as political commentators and everyday citizens alike eagerly await what might be the defining showdown of the decade. As debates heat up on social media and in newsrooms around the world, the stage is set for a clash of ideologies that transcends borders. Vance's reputation for fearless commentary and Starmer's nuanced approach to governance combine to create an atmosphere charged with both promise and tension. This isn't just another political exchange. It's an opportunity to witness how two contrasting visions for the future of Western democracies collide, challenging the very foundations of modern political discourse. As you settle in for this groundbreaking discussion, prepare for an in-depth look at the ideas and passions driving today's political narratives. JD Vance has established himself as one of the most formidable conservative voices in American politics. His sharp rhetoric and ability to articulate complex issues with clarity have made him a key player in political discussions. As he prepares to meet UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, the stakes couldn't be higher. This meeting comes at a time when the political landscapes of both the US and the UK are experiencing significant shifts. With Starmer leading the Labour government and Vance representing the hard right wing of US politics, their conversation is expected to be both heated and insightful. The free speech debate. One of the most contentious topics Vance is expected to raise is free speech. Over the years, he has been vocal about the dangers of censorship, often accusing left-leaning governments of stifling conservative voices. He believes the suppression of political dissent is not just an American issue, but a global one, with European leaders, including Starmer, allegedly following the Biden administration's lead in limiting free expression. Vance has long argued that the internet and mainstream media have been weaponized against conservative thought. His stance on free speech is likely to put him at direct odds with Starmer, whose government has pushed for stronger regulations on misinformation. The real question is, will Vance push back forcefully? Will he expose perceived hypocrisies in the Labour government's policies? Migration and sovereignty. Another hot topic that Vance will likely bring up is immigration. He has repeatedly criticized Western leaders for allowing millions of unvetted migrants into their countries, blaming unchecked immigration for economic struggles and social instability. In the U.S., Vance is a staunch supporter of stricter border policies, often citing Trump's leadership as an example to follow. This debate could be one of the most explosive parts of the meeting. Starmer's Labor government has adopted a more progressive stance on immigration, emphasizing humanitarian aid and asylum rights. However, Vance will likely argue that mass migration has led to increased crime rates and economic burdens. Will Starmer defend his policies effectively, or will Vance overpower him with facts and figures? As tensions rise, Vance will not shy away from making bold statements. His ability to command a room and drive a point home with conviction could lead to a defining moment in this meeting. Will he call out what he sees as Starmer's failures? Will he propose radical policy changes that could influence conservative movements in the UK? The outcome of this debate could have far-reaching implications, setting the tone for future UK-US political alliances. Regardless of the final outcome, this meeting is poised to be one of the most talked-about political discussions of the year. Both Vance and Starmer represent opposing ideologies, making this exchange a crucial moment in transatlantic politics. Whether you agree with Vance or not, there's no denying that his words will leave a lasting impact. Britain's future is at stake, and this isn't just a simple mistake, it's a pattern. Labour's leadership has repeatedly been caught twisting the truth about their backgrounds. Rachel Reeves faced backlash for allegedly inflating her career achievements. Jonathan Reynolds' past has come under scrutiny, and now Angela Rayner's contradictions are in the spotlight. But this issue goes beyond a single politician. It's about credibility. If the Deputy Prime Minister of Britain cannot be truthful about something as straightforward as her work experience, how can the public trust her or the Labour leadership with the future of the country? Angela Rayner's case isn't just about a few inaccurate dates. It's about integrity in politics. When leaders exaggerate or distort their past, it raises serious doubts about their honesty in the present. If they cannot be transparent about their own careers, how can they be trusted to lead? This trend within Labour's leadership, where key figures have been caught bending the truth, signals a much deeper problem. The public deserves transparency, not carefully crafted political narratives. In a time when trust in politicians is already at an all-time low, every misrepresentation further erodes public confidence. When the people leading the country are caught in inconsistencies, it's not just their credibility at risk, it's democracy itself. The real question is, if Labour's leadership is willing to rewrite their past, what else are they hiding about the future? What do you think about Angela Rayner's contradictory claims? Is this an honest mistake or a deliberate attempt to mislead the public? Let us know in the comments. If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth coverage of British politics. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update on the biggest political stories shaping the UK. See you in the next video.